Hello and welcome. If you're a new player wondering how to craft on Guild Wars 2, this is a little guide where I want to mention some of the points I think are important on how to do crafting efficiently. If you're a casual player, you have no goals such as fractals or raids, strictly speaking you don't need crafting in Guild Wars 2 because you don't need to craft ascended armor. However, if you do need to craft ascended armor set, your only options are either to raid an exotic and then buy ascended off of raid merchant, or craft it yourself. Now you can get certain pieces of armor from certain achievements. For instance, there is a collection in the Silverways called Bioluminescence, and it does award you one ascended armor piece. If you buy Living Story Season 2 on the gem store, or if you have it already, if you complete that story for the first time, it will also give you a choice of an ascended armor piece. Even if you select different stats and you want to change them, now you are able to swap the stats in the Mystic Forge quite cheaply. But say you want to craft a full set, or you want to craft ascended weapons. First up, you need to know which crafting professions you need to level, or rather disciplines is the correct term. There are 8 that you need to worry about. Scribe is for crafting guild decorations. So there are 3 types of armor in the game: heavy armor for heavy armor classes, medium armor, and light armor. Therefore, if you picked your main class and you want to raid with, say, a warrior, it's heavy armor class. You want to level armorsmith to 500. Weapons are a bit more complicated. For instance, if your set of weapons that is meta for warrior is greatsword and mace, then you're good just leveling weaponsmith to 500. But if you need greatsword and mace and shield, oh hallelujah, it's also weaponsmith. But say you're a necro and your meta is a dagger and a scepter, that requires you to level both artificer to 500 and weaponsmith to 500. Now it's not too expensive to level to 500, depends on profession. If you do it right, if you're one of those people who want to discover everything by yourself, you can do so, but you will waste a lot of gold. You want to do crafting, level your crafting efficiently, you go to this website, GW2crafts.net. Now one point to mention, in Guild Wars 2, one character can have 2 disciplines active at a time. Active means you can use them. You can increase that number up to 4 by buying something called additional crafting license on the trading post, that is $10 each. For instance, on this character here, I have 3 available. So she is armorsmith, tailor, and weaponsmith. I could level every crafting discipline on her, so all 8, but only 3 would be active, and to switch my, say, armorsmith, to switch it out to have active cooking instead, I would have to pay, I think, 40 silver. So your best bet is to select a couple characters you want to spread out all the disciplines over and level your crafting there. Recipes are now account bound, which means if you have weaponsmith, armorsmith on one character and then tailor, leatherworker on another, and you find a recipe for leatherworker on a weaponsmith character, you can consume that recipe, and all the characters that have leatherworker on your account will know that recipe. It's not going to be lost. So how do you actually level crafting? Let's get to it. You go to GW2crafts.net. Fast guides. Now that is probably not the cheapest option. Normal guides would be the cheapest option. So say weapon crafting. This will tell you exactly how much it's gonna cost. Currently, what is the cheapest way? Oh my god! Puffy belly, Facebook, flipping, god Jesus Christ. Alright. What's the current cheapest way to level it from 100 to 400? What you want to do is to save this page locally, because this is calculated programmatically and it gets updated. So if you start gathering all the required materials listed on this page today, you close the page, return tomorrow, the materials are going to be different and therefore the instructions. Once you level 1 to 400, next guide you want to use is 400 to 500, and you can see only 6 disciplines right now can be leveled to 500. and this costs 67 gold. Now the trick to making this cheaper is to use boosters, and there's two that you can use. One, join a guild. Join a guild that has a guild hall and this tavern over here. Go to the tavern guy, and if your guild level is high enough, you're gonna get a crafting boost that will give you 20% increase in critical chance. Do not forget to take the boost. I cannot stress this enough. Your second boost is going to be given to you hopefully by the game. Now I have these stacked from the beginning of the game, and I have a lot of these, even though I have every professional level to max. If you get this booster, do not, I repeat, do not change it to another type of booster under any circumstances, okay? It looks like this. It's called the crafting booster, and it stacks with the guild one. This will increase your crafting critical by 50% for 1 hour. So you apply this. First, get all the materials listed on the website. Get them all ready. Make sure you have ample inventory space. Yeah, I bought a bunch of inventory. You will probably buy 2 if you're serious about Guild Wars 2, haha. So, get everything ready, everything in your bank, everything in your inventory, 1 hour time that you can spend crafting per guide non-stop. Eat your booster, apply a guild booster, which is 1 day long. So apply that one first, this one second. Pick your favorite crafting spot, whichever it is, and get crafting. With 70% critical chance increase, you will see that you're leveling up faster than is assumed on the website. In fact, when I level up 400 to 500, if instead of straight up buying these on the trading post, I order them at the cheapest price, and then I level 400 to 500, and then I sell the resulting material items, I end up making gold instead of losing it. So the 67, you're not gonna lose it all if you sell the results and you use the boosters. 1 to 400, especially on tailoring, yeah, you're gonna lose that money. Oh, tailoring is now, what? Things are changing. Tailoring is less expensive. This is a very good time to level your tailoring. Don't forget the booster. And I think I had one last point that I wanted to mention. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so there's a couple professions that are very cheap, such as cooking, which won't load for some reason. Hello? Hello? Oh, no hearts. All hearts. All hearts is fine. So hearts means you can. There's certain heart NPCs you will need to buy materials from, which is fine if you really want to go cheaply. So for 3 gold, you get 2 gold for doing your daily. You can level cooking 1 to 400. And why might you want to do that? Well, if you want 10 free levels, I guess, and you don't have level up books, and you want to level up really quickly and you can't wait 70 to 80, you could do it using cooking for just 3 gold. One last point, there is a site called GW2 TP. There's a couple sites like this, but here you'll see price history. So for instance, if you're looking at hard and leather section, if you're looking at a resource and you're wondering, is it a bad time to buy it? You can check this for any spikes. So if you see something spiking, maybe you wait for it to drop down before you level up that crafting by buying a lot of the resource. This you can use if you want to do some flipping or trading posts, I don't know, predictions, investments, or whatever. I don't do that type of thing generally. Sometimes I do it, like with this leather section. I did notice that supply was going down and someone just dumped the supply into nothingness. So I did invest and I did make some money on it. So enjoy. Cheers. See you later.